Beautiful, naked, big-titted women just don't fall out of the sky, you know.
Tonight's the night. Hey, let's live it up. Let's live it up. I got my money. Hey, let's spin it up. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it. Smash it. Like oh my god. Like oh my god. Jump out that sofa. Come on. Let's get off. Fill up my cup. Drink. Mazel tov. Look at her dancing. Move it, move it. Just take it off. Let's paint the town. Paint the town. We'll shut it down. Shut it down. Let's burn the roof. And then we'll do it again. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, and do it, and do it. Let's live it up and do it, and do it, and do it, do it, do it. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, do it, do it, do it.
Hey everybody, this is Scotty P. I am doing wonderful. I hope you are as well, and I really appreciate you clicking in here today. We're going to continue the month-long celebration in memory of Crypto and a Cold One. It has been an incredible week. All kinds of incredible fun stuff going on. Good information. I guess I'm the kind of unofficial YouTube channel of the Chico Crypto Telegram group. Not sponsored by Tyler or anything. I'd just like to pay homage to him for everything that he's done for us. Going to try to do another shot at giving away a free t-shirt. Now here's all I need. I need 100 views, 100 likes, and 50 comments, and we'll give away one of these beautiful shirts. So y'all sit back and enjoy. Tyler, appreciate everything that you do for the space. You are still the best. And the 5 most kick-ass words on the internet are still, it's time for Chico Crypto. I'm going to do this first part as quickly as possible because some of you guys have been asking me, hey, who's this band that you have at the beginning of some of your videos and at the end of all your videos? They're pretty rocking. I want to tell you a real quick story about them, and I'll start off with them as kind of a continuation from the last video that I did, which was kind of a look back at the last year. But last year, when I was getting ready to go do all these things, I was still working a part-time job at Amazon. While Bitcoin was below 4,000, I was picking up as much as I could here and there and everywhere, right? Before I decided I didn't want to put any more fiat into the game ever again. So I'm working, I got my phone on Pandora, got my Bluetooth speaker, I'm jamming, I'm rocking, and the channel that I had picked was Texas Blues. And we were really busy, so every time a song would come on that I really liked, that I hadn't ever heard before, I'd go over and I'd press screenshot so I could look at it later. Ooh, that's a song I like. Ooh, I never heard that before. Ooh, I never heard this version before. Ooh. And I'd take a screenshot every now and then while we were working. Well, a version of a Bonnie Raitt song came on. I'm going to play it a little bit later when I'm doing the section on TA, because I think it's more appropriate there in my head right now. But I heard this version of this Bonnie Raitt song that I always loved back in the day, but I could tell it was not Bonnie Raitt singing, and it was not Bonnie Raitt playing guitar on it. So I went over, I took a screenshot. The next morning, I looked, I was going through the screenshots, and I found that one that I really liked, and it was this band called the Mother Truckers. So I went to YouTube, looked them up, started listening to a couple of different videos that they had up on YouTube, and one of them, and you can see right here, was a live shot from a place here in Austin called Antone's, and that struck a wonderful memory in my heart because the original Antone's back in the day was where I used to sneak in before I was of age and see Stevie Ray Vaughan play before anybody else outside the state of Texas knew who he was. It's a great place, man. I've seen Angela Strahili play there. Omar and the Howlers. Omar. That's how he talks. That's how he sings. Alan Haynes. I think I said Angela Strahili, but also Marsha Ball and the fabulous Thunderbirds. Again, before anybody outside the state of Texas ever knew who they were. And here was this brand new band that I just heard of the night before, and here they are in this place that is sacred ground to me. So I started looking up more of their videos, and every song that they played, a lot of their original stuff and some covers, was incredible. was absolutely incredible. I grew up on all kinds of music, you know, rockabilly, old country, even classical, and then whatever I brought to the mix. And this was kind of a different thing. This was just kind of a bundle of fun. But now that I had seen them on the stage at Antone's and had the little logo behind them, man, we were Eskimo brothers at that point. Y'all know what Eskimo brothers are? It's like, can y'all hear that train whistle? It's like if you and this other guy both, at one point or another on your timelines, had sex with this one gal, then you are Eskimo brothers because you'd both had sex with that same chick. Anyway, that's kind of how I felt with this band and Antone's. So I wrote an email and basically, again, I'm still not a monetized station. I have no desire to be, and I like to play music in the background, or I kind of like to do introductions and everything, just because I think you always ought to have some rock and roll or something pushing the adrenaline gas pedal. So whenever I put music on, I get a copyright ding. It's not a copyright strike. It's just a, hey, you can't monetize this video. Well, I'm not a monetized channel, so that's fine with me. The worst thing you can do to me is take away something I don't have anyway. Okay, that's cool. However, with this newfound Eskimo brother relationship, I wanted to at least show them the respect that I felt they were due. So I found them on Twitter and found an email address and sent an email just basically saying exactly what I just told you. And hey, do you mind if I put your music in my video? I mean, I'm going to do it anyway, but do you mind? And I got a response back, and it turned out to be Teal, the female lead singer in the band, and said, yeah, just, you know, put the billing like this, put Josh's name and then my name, and then, yeah, that's cool. And I thought that was so awesome. I even sent Tyler a message in the middle of the night going, holy fuck, man, you won't believe it, this man said I can use their music. So anyway, as an homage to the last year and everything, that's who they are, and I'm going to kind of dedicate this entire video to them. So the majority of the music you're going to hear is going to be from the Mother Truckers, just so you know. So you can find them on YouTube, you can find them on Amazon Music, but I tell you, it's a lot of fun music. Josh can wail on that guitar, very good singer, and Teal, not only is she hard to take your eyes off of, that girl can belt it, man. She has another gear altogether. So anyway, thank you again to the band, and I hope it got you some exposure to some people who wouldn't have heard you before. And again, some people have asked me, why do you spend so much time with music in the videos? And for me, it's for a couple of reasons. Number one, the majority of the time, I do the recording in my garage, and it has a hellacious echo, and whenever I can put background music behind it, a lot of times it covers up that effect. I'm trying something different this time, where I am recording in my garage, but I have my garage door open. Now, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, so I won't have as many neighbors walking by looking or listening, and it's not nearly as hot. But of course, it's 1:17 in the morning, and these birds are out here just still singing, happy as a lark, going crazy. So maybe it won't be in there. We'll find out. But the other reason is, I mean, if we were just sitting down talking in a bar, there'd be music playing. If we were just sitting around here on the front porch in the rocking chairs, we'd probably have music going while we were talking. I mean, the way I look at it, man, you ought to have background music in life, just like they do in the movies. Go to the mailbox. There's background music going on. I mean, you don't even drive to the store that's a 3-minute drive away without turning on the music, right? More than likely. But really, that's why. But I also like to do it to kind of tie in to what's going on in the video. A lot of times you guys miss the connection on that, but sometimes when I'm sitting here talking, because I don't do a script. I don't do a script at all. And as I'm talking, an idea, I'm like, oh man, that reminds me of this song, and I'll try to write it down while I'm talking. And I'll use that as the background music on that particular part. I mean, like, I did one where I had the protesting pigeons, and I had a 60s protest song playing, but it was a unique cover. It was done by a bluegrass band, which I thought was kind of cool.
Stop, we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
Now, sadly, talked about.
And then another video when we're talking about Cardano token holders. I remember a song by Jim Croce called Steadily Depressing, Low Down, Mind Messing, Working at the Car Wash Blues. That was in my Cardano video. I just think that's the perfect shitcoin anthem.
Now, let's juxtapose that to the song that Cardano token holders are singing.
Well, all I can do is to shake my head. You might not believe it is true. But working at this end on Niagara Falls is a undiscovered Howard Hughes. So baby, don't expect to see me with a double martini and in my highbrow society news. Cause I got them steadily depressing, low down, mind messing, working at the car wash blues.
And then in the quarantine edition, I was showing Austin traffic from the movie Office Space, because that movie was filmed here. And then I was showing a video where a drone had taken pictures of empty Austin streets. And the ironic part of that is the music, the song that was going on in the background was called Good Morning Freedom. I like that kind of juxtaposition. I like that kind of irony. That's how I like my irony served. Anyway, that's why I like to have music in my videos.
I'm getting back looks from the big white man. I gotta get away just as fast as I can. Malibu and living is so wild and free. If you wanna get happy, then people come along with me. A beep, bow, 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 bow. Good morning, freedom. I gotta make a way, gotta make a way, gotta make a way. Yeah, yeah. Good morning, freedom. It's another day, it's another day, it's another day. Yeah, yeah. Good morning, freedom. Yeah. Beep, bow, 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 bow. All over the world.
All right, so that closes the book on previous business, which ain't why you came in here. So let's go ahead and jump to that. Let's get to the exciting stuff. So in the Telegram group, we have had to disable posting of pictures and other media because there was a group of people with bad intentions that would go in and post porn and then report it to Telegram while there were no admins in there overnight, and then try to get the channel shut down. However, as an admin, I have the ability to post pictures. I try not to over abuse it because that's not fair, that whole thing. But anyway, the other day the conversation was slow, so I had posted this meme because I don't know, I found it kind of funny, and it reminds me of a lot of people in life, but certainly it reminded me of life in our Telegram group where you don't see this over here. Because in this case, oh, I didn't know she's not wearing a mask. Oh, yeah, really? That's what you're looking at? and I laugh about that because the other day when Tyler was in the Telegram group in the middle of the afternoon dropping some breadcrumbs for a video he was getting ready to do, while he's dropping good quality breadcrumbs over something he's getting ready to do a video on. Because everybody goes, oh man, if I'd have just gotten in earlier, why didn't I know? But he's in there posting breadcrumbs, and you guys are talking about shitcoins all around him. Unable to see the forest because of the trees. Somebody tagged me on this particular message that I had posted and asked me, hey Scott, what do you think of, I don't even remember what coin it was, some other shitcoin. Now, I told you before, I'm not the guy. You don't want my opinion on a particular project majority of the time. You certainly don't want my opinion on price action. You don't want my opinion on relationship advice. You don't. You just don't. Majority of my friends are girls. I'm going to take their side majority of the time anyway. But you don't want relationship advice from me. Because let me tell you what, man. After I tell you a couple times, look, dude, I don't want to get in the middle of this. You know, hey, she's my friend, you're my friend. I'm not comfortable in the middle of this. You keep asking me relationship advice after I've asked you to stop. I'm just gonna throw something at you. Like this. If you're in a relationship and you don't know exactly where you're at. Now, if you're in a loving, committed relationship, you know where it's going, everything. This part is not for you. You keep doing the right thing. You take care of her. Hopefully she'll take care of you forever and ever. Amen. However, if you're in a relationship, you know, it cracks me up on social media. Relationship status. In a committed relationship, single. It's complicated. It's complicated. Complicated just means you're single and you just don't know it yet. But if you don't know where you're at and you don't really necessarily care where you're at, maybe you're tired, maybe you're bored and everything, the next time that you find yourself in that situation and she goes, hey, whatever that game is, if I were to give you a hall pass and you were able to be with any woman in the world that you wanted to be, who would you pick? Now, the majority of the time, the way this game is played, the way that most people play, is they pick famous actresses, they pick famous models, or famous celebrities, whatever, right? You really want to throw a curveball in there? Say her hottest friend. Seriously, I ain't playing. Say her hottest friend. Because there's only a handful of things that can happen here, and most of them are good. Number one, she's disgusted. She leaves you. And that's okay, because you already said you didn't know where you were, and maybe not, you were bored with it already, right? All right, that's certainly something that could happen. My experience has not been that. Another possible outcome of that is, hey, one day she's talking on the phone with her friend and maybe had a couple of glasses of wine too much and starts talking about it. And then maybe she's into it.
She's into it.
Into what?
The menage. And not only that, she just called me. She told me she spoke for the roommate, and the roommate's into the menage too.
That's unbelievable!
Oh, it's a scene, man.
Do you ever just get down on your knees and thank God that you know me and have access to my dementia?
What are you talking about? I'm not gonna do it.
You're not gonna do it? What do you mean you're not gonna do it?
I can't. I'm not an orgy guy.
Are you crazy? This is like discovering plutonium by accident!
Another outcome is that it pisses her off. She calls her friend who you named, sharing with her why she's so pissed off, and the friend starts to go, huh. So she starts thinking about it. And then the girl you're with finally reaches a point where she says, you know what, I'm just not comfortable in this relationship anymore. And you say goodbye. And then the hot friend is the first phone call after you break up. And then all of a sudden you get a text in the middle of the night. Hey, how you doing? Of course, there is another opportunity that could happen, which has not happened before, but you know, they talk and they both get pissed off at you, and you never speak to either one of them again. Again, that's okay, because you said, I don't care. That's kind of how you have to trade crypto a little bit, right? So don't ask me for relationship advice, because, hey, you know what? That's the kind of advice I might just throw at you. But still, I keep getting the questions, both in the main chat and in DM. So you guys want price predictions? Okay. Here, we'll do some charting here. This is charting with Scott. So right here, you have your basic morning wood banana hammock candle. Boom, straight up. Then it comes back down, finds a little support here, a little more here, and then here we are right here. We got a head and shoulders formation going on up here. Right here we have the rounding C cup support, and then we come to right here. Now it's either going to continue to go up, or it's going to continue to go down. Right here, that's where we're at. All right? So we'll call this whatever coin or token that you want to. You guys got to know these charting and TA terms a little bit better. Now right here, we have a little consolidation period, trading pretty flat until we get right here to the sweet spot. Starts to come down a little bit, comes down to a rounding bottom, new price discovery. Comes up, we got a little nice C cup recovery going on. Another morning wood banana hammock move, and then trading sideways again. Now at this point, it's going to do one of two things, guys. It's either going to go up or it's going to go down. So there's my technical analysis for Link. Now somebody give that girl a sandwich. Looks like she hadn't eaten in a couple of weeks. Now this one is a little bit different. We're coming off of a head and shoulders, and here's a new formation. It's called a side boob pattern, and then it trades flat for a while. Comes down here to a nice rounding bottom, and then we have that nice morning wood banana hammock move again. And then from right here, guys, you know what it's going to do? All the statistics and research that I've done right now, it's either going to continue up or it's going to go down. We'll call this the chart for Sora, for XOR. All right, so there's my technical analysis on XOR. This one is a little different as well. Again, you can see a lot of sideways action, a little promised land action, trading sideways again until it comes up and forms a symmetrical cleavage formation.
Get a good look, Costanza?
What were you doing?
It's not my fault. You poked me.
You're supposed to just take a peek after a poke. You were like you just put a quarter in one of those big metal things on top of the Empire State Building.
It was cleavage. I couldn't look away. What am I, waiting to win an Oscar here? This is all I have in my life.
Looking at cleavage is like looking at the sun. You don't stare at it. It's too risky. You get a sense of it, then you look away.
All right.
Continues to go up. We got another head and shoulders going on here. There's the shoulders, there's the head, there's the other shoulder. And at this point right here, it's either going to go up or it's going to go down. It's going to go one of the two. I'm not 100% sure, guys. We'll call this the chart for KUSAMA. All right, so there's the technical analysis on KUSAMA. Guys, do not try this at home. You need to be a professional to understand what all these statistics and formations and patterns mean. Don't try this at home. Somebody could get hurt. Now here's another one that ought to look pretty familiar to you. Again, we got the head and the shoulders going on right here. A little side boob pattern. And then another morning wood banana hammock move upwards. We'll call this one the chart for iExec, RLC. This will hopefully be when that Amazon announcement is official. Now, girl, I know you're trying to stick your leg up and you're putting every ounce of energy and everything into it you can, but what the hell is going on with your toes? What the hell's going on there, girl? It's like you're doing the Star Trek Vulcan sign with your feet. I don't have any kind of feet fetishes or anything, so yeah, that's really not doing it for me. But thank you for participating and showing us the chart for iExec. This one also is pretty unique, as you see that we have a nice rounding cleavage shot going on right here. A double bottom, if you will.
She's got nice cleavage.
That's why I posed.
Why a pink?
And I can't even finish my thought. Damn, that girl's got beautiful eyes, doesn't she? I don't care what coin or token this one is. I'm bewitched. I'm smitten. Damn, she's got beautiful eyes. I don't even hardly see the boobs. I can't take my eyes off the eyes. Wow. I'm a leg man anyway, for the record. Now, this also is a formation that you do not see in conjunction with each other very, very often. Obviously, you have the triple bottom, and you've got the side boob pattern as well. Rounding bottoms, side boob. Got some head and shoulders action going on right here. I don't know, man. I think this one is going to be like a new coin that we just don't have enough information on yet, that we're going to need to see some more. So I can't really give you good TA on this one. We'll call this one Chain X. Need some more information on this one. I like it. I like what I see. But I just need some more information. Now, this is a formation that you don't see very often. This is one that you typically only see if you are trading leverage. This is the atomic wedgie pattern. And you guys got to be careful with this. Couple of times this week I've woken up in the middle of the night and don't know what day it is most of the time, and I don't know what time it is. My hours and days are all mixed up. But again, while you're doing crypto, it's a 24/7 casino thing anyway. However, I have found that when I wake up at midnight or 1 in the morning, that a lot of times it's a good thing to take care of business and then come down and check things out. Unless I'm really sleeping, I turn around, I go right back to bed. Sometimes I miss things. That happened because I didn't come down and check the computer when I had woken up in the middle of the night for some reason. Anyway, a couple of nights ago, I had woken up in the middle of the night and I did that portfolio update with you guys, and I took that US dollar allotment that was in my trading account, Stella. And I love Stella, but she's only part of my overall portfolio. That's my trading account. That's my play money. Now, I don't want to do fuck stick trading, right? We went over fuck stick in the last video where, people, they got to have that stick. They got to have that fuck stick. They got to go over there and fuck with that fire. And you got to get it just right. And always got to be fucking with the bonfire whenever you're out camping. And that's not a good strategy when you're trading. However, sometimes stoking the fire with your fuckstick has very positive results. I took, of that 4% I had in cash, I took a larger percentage and threw that towards iExec, RLC, and the smaller percentage I threw towards Unibright. Later that day was when the iExec Amazon rumor came out. Yay! And it took off again. This morning, Saturday morning, when I had woken up, I saw that iExec had taken off and that Unibright still hadn't, and that was fine. That's fine. Long term, I'm fine with it. But I also want to be thinking about opportunity cost. In other words, what else could your money be doing for you right now? And without being a fuckstick, and in there just fucking around for the hell of it, I took whatever remaining cash that I had, and I took that UBT, and I took a little bit of profit from Energy Web Token, and I added to my Sora stack, my XOR stack. Now this whole Polkadot thing to me, and I can't think of Polkadot without thinking of polka music. I mean, I grew up in Central Texas. There's German towns, there's Czech towns, there's all kinds of different ethical communities that were settled a long time ago. Anyway, Polkadot to me is kind of like the hot chick that transfers into your school. I mean, incredibly hot. Even smells good. You know, remember back in school when you're sitting in your desk and the hot chick would walk by and that perfume would just kind of linger there in the air for a little bit, and you go, holy cow, man, that girl leaves a mark. Not too much perfume, just the right amount, right? And you catch a whiff of it. Polkadot's kind of like that to me. I'm curious and excited to get to know more about it. As I try to wrap my brain around this whole thing, my mind explodes. Now again, everybody do not get in the habit, don't fall in the same pitfalls as in 2017, 2018, where, like Neo, for example. Oh, it's built on Neo? Gotta have some. Everything built on Neo rocks, right? So I'm not to that point yet, but there are some projects that I really, really like. Now it's a lot more than Polka Swap, but XOR, Sora, I just can't get it out of my mind. I just can't get it out of my mind. It is the new hot chick that smells good and is cool at the same time. But it's a lot more than Polka Swap. Here's like a brief bit from their video.
Imagine a global economy based on the values of collaboration, democratization, and empowerment, where transparent voting on the blockchain determines policy and the allocation of economic resources. By now, you have heard of and perhaps participated in crowdfunding projects. These platforms have revolutionized the way businesses and entrepreneurs raise funds. With Sora, our mission is to expand the concept of crowdfunding and create a decentralized economy centered around the needs and dreams of our community. For the first time in human history, blockchain technology can help in the creation of community-driven goods and services. The Sora ecosystem empowers individuals and organizations across the globe, all through the power of the world's first decentralized autonomous economy, or DAE.
So that is really, really exciting to me. However, the reason that I really liked it in the first place, and the reason that I decided to throw a little bit more money at it early this morning, was because of their circulating supply, which is somewhere over 347,000. That's it. Talk about supply and demand. Yeah, there's a lot more tokens available. However, the remaining tokens are mainnet tokens and cannot be sold on the market until the bridge conversion to the ERC20 is completed. And even then, they can only sell 280 coins a day. They're gonna be releasing an updated tokenomics report, which will answer any other questions that you may have. Guys, that is the main reason that I like this coin so much, is because the demand already is and is going to continue to go through the roof, but the circulating supply is only 347,000. That's why, coupled with Tyler's live stream today, but that is why I think people are waking up to that. Don't worry about the total supply. The circulating supply is what's important, especially when you've got the ecosystem set up the way I just explained to you. Now, this is a screenshot that I took when I started to get ready to make this video, it was at $3.90. That was early this morning. Actually, no, it wasn't. That was this afternoon. And here we are tonight at 2 o'clock in the morning. Wow. Here we are right here at 2 o'clock in the morning. This is live, or live as I'm recording it. This is recorded live. That's why I liked that one the best. Out of all the projects that are out there on the Polkadot thing, man, I've got me some EDGEWARE, and I've got me some KUSAMA, and I've got me some ChainX, and unlike the trading strategy I was telling you about in the video that I just completed on this one, I know what my exit strategy is, and it's way different on this one, mainly because that circulating supply is just so ridiculously low. I'm also interested to see, I understand that they are competitors, but I also understand that there's a lot that they're going to be doing in conjunction together in this whole DeFi space. I don't have my brain wrapped around it all the way yet, but oh my gosh, am I excited about it. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to see where it goes. And again, we owe it all to Tyler for bringing this and setting it right down on the table in front of us. Now, some of you guys may have taken advantage of the group opportunity that we did, year and a half, 2 years ago, on the Mandala token, where you were able to get it on the decentralized exchanges and everything, and there was a huge play to be made. This actually was what started my turnaround. This was the first play, and I kind of laid it out in the last video of the rebound that I had and how that whole thing happened. This was actually the catalyst for it. I did really well on that one. Now, some of you, in reading in the Telegram chat, did not, and evidently you still hold them. And the only reason that I bring this up was, for some reason, I'm still following them on Twitter, and this tweet showed up on the 15th. Mandala will not ask you to send crypto anywhere. Now, if you know the history of this particular project, or if you're still invested in it, you'll know how frustrating to see them posting that there. Anyway, I threw in just a little cheap shot. I said, is the exchange even operational in the first place? Somebody wrote down here, no need. It already robbed us ages ago when you took our ICO money and missed all targets by miles, and our ETH turned into nothing. Now, the reason that I got out of this when I at the point that I did was because it was, quote, contingent upon SEC approval, unquote. All right, now, if you've ever done any day trading or anything in the stock market, whenever you see a medical stock and it is, quote, pending approval by the FDA, take your profits and get out of that sucker as long as you can. Maybe leave a footprint there, but it's hard as hell to get through the FDA, and it's certainly hard as hell to get a crypto approved by the SEC. However, the reason I wanted to share this with you is they sent me a message that said Mandala is under new management. We are on track to relaunch in September. So I tell you all that to tell you this, that if you are still holding your tokens, you may want to follow them on Twitter. You may want to, I think they're in Discord now, not Twitter. Well, I guess they are on Twitter because I responded. Never mind, we'll listen to that. But I know that they have a Discord channel. If you still hold some of those tokens, you may want to see what they're doing and keep on track with that one, because maybe you can still get your money out if you didn't take advantage of the move before. Well, I guess that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed it, had a little fun, learned a little something in the section on technical analysis, and we will see you next time. Now let's watch our singing porn stars singing here with the mother trucker.
you was tough. Let's all go to bed. Let's go to bed right now. Let's all go to bed. Let's all go to bed. Grab a friend, tuck them in, listen what I said. Life is like a telephone ringing in your head. Let's all go to bed. Let's all go to bed. Let's all go to bed. Grab a friend, tuck them in, listen what I said. Life is like a dream and when it wakes you up, you're dead. Let's all go to bed. Let's all go to bed. Let's go to bed. Let's all go to bed. Let's all go to bed. Let's go to bed. Let's all 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 go to bed. Oh, you slide under the sheets with me one time, won't you, darling?
I guess you guys aren't ready for that yet. But you kids are gonna love it.
He poked me!
There was cleavage in the area. That's a reflex. Cleavage, poke, cleavage, poke. Cleavage, poke, cleavage, poke.